it back in the day, but the Force MDs, they don't ever hardly ever play that one. I was like, oh, they am playing some other stuff by Force MDs, you know? Because that's one of them groups, they only play like 1 or 2 songs, acting like that's all they ever made, but that is not the case. What's up, everybody? It's Joseph R. Wheeler, the third, the artist, the founder, the president of the what? You already know if you one of my real ones. Say it with me. ONYXCON! ONYXCON! That's how I'm sorry. Not really. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. A little bit happy today. I'm always happy, honestly. But even when I'm mad, I'm still happy because I'm alive. You know what I mean? That part. But I think a brother about to turn over a new career leaf. Not career may not be the word. Just another gig. It's a gig. This ain't no career. This ain't, like I always say, this career thing ain't what I was born to do. It's what I will do to keep my freedom. It gives me the freedom of getting out here, more or less setting my own schedule. Even when you take a job like what I'm about to take, what I liked about what I was told today is you still get options on a set of days you're willing to do. Because they just want to know that you're gonna do it. They don't, they're not trying to get nobody nothing they're not gonna do. I mean, there is a boundary of how much you're going to work. You're gonna work a certain amount of days, and you're gonna work some holidays, and you're gonna work some weekends. But I'm used to doing all that anyway. I do that now. Excuse me. And that's something I'll share too for all my people who are being forced into this gig economy. Those of you who unfortunately may have just lost your job or whatever, and you find that you got to start doing stuff like what I've been doing. Well, this is another thing you can learn here at ONYXCON. As I say, we're a multi-niche channel, and one thing I damn sure know a lot about is the mass of optional gig work that especially people who are creatives can take on. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're an artist of any sort, which everyone is, whether they really realize it or not, it's just whether or not they see that side of their brain and they develop it. It's part of who you are. We're all artists. Did you hear what I said? It's just whether or not you develop it. We're all given usually even more than one creative gift. It's just whether or not it's supported and appreciated. When it is, you manifest. You become what you are supposed to be in this art life. And that's what I do. We share the art life, living your best art life. That's ONYXCON. So anybody just coming in, never seen the channel before, wondering, well, what is it? What are we talking about? I just told you. And art is any and every creative expression that appeals to, ignites, activates your senses, all 6 of them. The 6th sense, your soul, your very essence. So if you really living, you can't help but be woke, because only the sleep are dead. Did you hear me? Oh man, that's how we scare off the riffraff. Look at that. I love it. Every time I start talking like that, they jump ship quick. They jump ship quick. It ain't gonna be nothing but the real left in a minute. Let's get some thumbs up and let me know you with it. So, like I say, looking at some new possibilities, and it's probably gonna change the format though of how I do what I've been able to do, where I would go live like I'm doing right now when I'm out here doing these orders. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to do that the same way. I'll probably, at best, be able to just do some little quick videos throughout the day and then compile some things, which is probably where I need to go with it anyway, because the more long content I do, the more views my channel's gonna get to get me to the monetization I need. Because as much as I love shorts, I actually, a lot of YouTubers don't like doing shorts. I like doing shorts because I'm really good at it. I'm damn good at putting stuff out that y'all eat up. Like, my top video, short or long, of all time was a reaction video to Tiffany Haddish and Steve Harvey, and her telling him off about some mess from back in the day with the two of them. And it was just funny as hell. So I did a little quick reaction to it. I didn't think it would get the views it got. I knew it would get some thousands. I didn't think it would get 125,000 and counting. And props to the original content. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Shoot. Anything with Tiffany Haddish on it has been really good to my YouTube, and I shout Tiffany out. I've worked with her on film, but didn't ever get to really talk to her. But if I ever get an opportunity again, I'm gonna let her know. Not only have I worked on set with you, but you've meant this, that, and the other to my channel. Because I don't know what it is, but I know what it is. It's the combination of she's a comedian, so she's funny. Whether you think she's funny or not, because some people want to debate if she's funny and all that, or whatever. So you got the haters, that brings people. Then it's like she's had some controversies, things she said and done and been involved in, and people align her with a lot of stuff and try. Like I saw some video where she went in some restaurant and you don't see the incident, so you don't know what happened, but it's from the perspective of this woman who says you don't even know if that's really who's doing it, but she's got the camera on Tiff, and Tiff is crossing the street with a friend in some little small town somewhere, and she had wanted some food out of the place, and it was a black-owned restaurant, obviously, from the way the situations sound and look from the lady who was talking, and she's upset as she's crossing the street, but she's not saying nothing to the woman. But then the woman is talking mess to her outside the place, talking about she's rude, and I was like, videos like that crack me up because like, why am I supposed to take your side in it? And I didn't see the incident. More than likely, if you have to go outside with your camera and video this person and try to make them out to be a certain way, you trying to hide what you did in the situation. What did you do? What did you say? How did you act? Because more than likely, from the person I've seen her to be over the years, and I don't know her. Like I said, I've never really talked to her, but I've been in her presence, and I've seen how she's just a real person. You know what I'm saying? And cool people at that. From what I got on set working with her, and yes, I'm talking about Tiffany Haddish. If anybody's late to it, shout out Tiffany Haddish. You know, uh, but some people try to make her out to be all this other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with who she's ever really shown herself to be, in my opinion. And I think that's real whack, just how people try to bring down certain people just because they're celebrities now on a certain level of financial and otherwise. And they're just always trying to, you're just jealous. That's all it comes down to at that point, because it's like, you ain't got no real proof of nothing. You're just trying to make somebody seem like they did something they didn't even necessarily do. Like, what the hell? Who are you? What are you going to do? What are you ever going to do that's going to make your life something that people be like, yo, so-and-so did that? Like, be more worried about that. Like, if you really were that, like this person talking about their restaurant, she says in the video that she was mad because they had ran out of something. Now, for as soon as she said that, I thought to myself, you could have had a scenario. This is what I think happened without knowing what happened. I bet you money, Tiff being a comedian made a joke like, oh, dang, that's just like a black restaurant. Y'all gonna be running out of stuff. Like, probably made some stereotypical joke thinking, we all black folk, you gonna get what I mean, which is dangerous. I always say I hate that because that can't, I ain't saying this is what happened. I'm just assuming some things. I'm imagining, right? Because even though most of the time the stereotype will work with the right audience, because the demographic just gonna fall right in suit with it, like, yeah, you know how it is. And everybody gonna laugh and be stupid, whatever. But when it ain't funny, or when somebody's in a mood because they like, well, I ain't want it to be that way. My order didn't come in, and I'm still mad about that because I owe this and I owe that. And so they on edge, you on edge because you wanted that thing you wanted to eat, and it's just that simple. So now instead of something that could have been taken as a joke, it turned into so you know she from a take no ish type of energy. So I'm more than sure that if the person with her, she got nasty right back, and then just blah 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 blah. And I'm out of it. And the person don't follow up with the phone and talk about it and post it. You you got a camera on a celebrity. It is kind of corny. It's damn corny. It ain't no kind. It's real corny. Because it's like, yo, unless you are articulate enough to explain what happened, and obviously they weren't. They were mad in the moment. I can understand being mad in the moment when you're mad, but you ain't explain nothing later. See what you do if you really care enough to do it, what you're doing. But it's a different level of thought when you're doing that. Take it, edit it, put your side of the story when you calm down, and your side of the story gonna come out making you look just as guilty as anybody in the equation. You probably should have never pulled out your camera in the first place. You just trying to start some shit, trying to get some clout, trying to big when all it did was just try to throw dirt. And the only reason people even looked at the damn video is because, hey, this person I do know and respect is in the video. What you saying about them? That's it. They don't give a shit about you. So and so's no name